For well over a century, soda bread was a staple item on every Irish dining table. These days, it's less common, often replaced by bland supermarket bread that seems to stay fresh for weeks. Unfortunately, it is more likely to be seen on St. Patrick's Day or in a trendy coffee shop than in a modern Irish household. Soda bread was introduced to Ireland in the 19th century. Known as a quick bread, it uses baking soda instead of yeast as a rising agent. Traditional recipes feature simple ingredients: flour, bicarbonate of soda, salt, and sour milk or buttermilk. When mixed and baked quickly, these elements create a dense loaf that rises through a chemical reaction between the soda and the acid in the milk. The development of chemical leavening agents revolutionized bread making in the early 19th century. In North America, households sometimes use substances like pearl ash, potassium carbonate derived from wood ash, to produce carbon dioxide and lighten dough. These innovations demonstrated that bread could rise without yeast fermentation. By the 1830s, bicarbonate of soda became commercially available in Britain and Ireland. Unlike yeast, which requires time for fermentation and works best with strong, gluten-rich flour, baking soda allowed for rapid dough rising when combined with acidic liquids, facilitating the spread of quick breads throughout Britain and Ireland. One of the earliest printed references to Irish soda bread appeared in 1836, when a recipe was published in the Newry Telegraph. This recipe included wheaten meal, salt, bread soda, and sour buttermilk, reflecting the availability of both baking soda and sour dairy products in rural Ireland. A key factor in the adoption of soda bread was the nature of Irish flour. Much of the wheat grown in Ireland was soft wheat, which has lower gluten levels. Soft wheat flours yield denser loaves when yeast is used, making chemical leavening particularly suited to these flours. The widespread availability of buttermilk also played a crucial role. During the second half of the 19th century, dairy farming was central to the rural Irish economy, and buttermilk was a natural byproduct of butter production. Its acidity made it an ideal companion for baking soda, ensuring reliable leavening. Traditional Irish soda bread was designed for the cooking environments of rural households. Many cottages lacked built-in ovens and relied on open hearth fires. Bread was often baked in a cast iron pot placed among the embers, or cooked on a griddle over the fire. The dough required minimal preparation, making it well suited for the rhythms of everyday cooking. Most traditional loaves featured a deep cross that would be cut across the top before baking. This allowed the loaf to expand evenly and help heat penetrate the center. It was also believed that the cross would ward off fairies that might harm the bread or the household. Though soda bread existed before the Great Famine, it was rarely found in the Irish countryside. Relief efforts focused on the availability of imported ingredients, especially maize supplied through government soup kitchens. Wheat flour and baking soda were simply not available during the crisis. Nevertheless, after the famine, there were widespread changes in Irish agriculture and rural diets. There was a greater diversification of food sources, while imported flour became more available. In the later 19th century, as rural economies stabilized, soda bread became increasingly common as a household staple due to its simplicity, low cost, and compatibility with locally available ingredients. Irish immigrants brought soda bread traditions with them to North America and other regions. In the United States, the recipe gradually evolved, incorporating butter, sugar, eggs, or dried fruit, resulting in a sweeter, richer loaf that diverged from the traditional Irish form. This adaptation can cause confusion, as American Irish soda bread often resembles a cake or tea bread, rather than the plain soda loaves historically enjoyed in Ireland. By the early 20th century, soda bread became firmly established in Irish domestic cooking. Although commercial bakeries increasingly produced yeast breads using imported strong flour, soda bread remained popular due to its straightforward preparation. Importantly, during the early decades of the 20th century, anyone in Ireland caught with large quantities of yeast could be arrested and fined due to its assumed association with illegal alcohol production. This strongly discouraged the production of regular bread in favor of soda bread. In recent years, soda bread has largely been reduced to a somewhat cliched cultural symbol rather than the staple it once was. Rising living standards and urbanization have meant that it is easier to buy bread in the supermarket. The tradition of making soda bread at home has almost disappeared. While some bakeries and restaurants may still offer traditional brown and white versions, modern adaptations with seeds, grains, and herbs often miss the mark. The cherished simplicity of the old recipes is becoming a memory,